As soon as the movie starts, you hear the music, and it gives me a feeling of nostalgia or something. I don't know what it is, but it immediately put me in the mood of the movie. We also start the movie with Joel, who tells us the events from his point of view. One of the things that I love about the opening is how much can I relate to Joel. I feel like all of us have gone through a period in our lives similar, where life becomes boring, repetitive, and empty of any events, until you get so bored that you stop caring about the things around you, to the point where you actually thank the person who crashed into your car. Then Joel goes to the train station, and suddenly, for some strange reason, he goes to Montauk and skips work. And at the point, you don't know if he had an appointment in Montauk or what. Then, while he's talking to himself on the beach, he meets Clem, who strangely seems to recognize Joel. And from here, you can notice the huge difference between their personalities. Joel is quiet, doesn't talk much. He spends more time inside of his own thoughts. Clem, on the other hand, is bold, impulsive, and loves movement and activities. Clem needs someone more and reasonable to calm down her impulsiveness, while Joel needs someone who can make him live life more and pull him out of his isolation. While watching the movie, even though the atmosphere was beautiful, at this point I felt like Clem had been sent by a third party to meet Joel, and even though they got along perfectly, the story started to move in every clear direction. Suddenly, the movie responds to the thoughts in my head, and it tells me that the story is still unclear. We jump forward in time and see Joel crying, and we assume that they broke up. Joel goes to Clem to give her a Valentine's Day gift, only to find her with another boyfriend, treating him like she had never known him before. Look at this shot. I love it in that movie. After Joel is shocked and leaves the bookstore, we see the lights turning off, almost like a reflection of Joel's emotional state. Something that is hard to describe with words. Joel goes to some mutual friends to tell them what happened. One of his friends feels sorry for him and gives him a card saying that Clem erased him from her memory forever. Here, I get angry, and Joel gets angry too. So he goes to Dr. Howard in an act of revenge, wanting him to erase Clem from his mind too. The doctor tells Joel to collect all things they had during the relationship. Joel comes back later carrying 2 huge bags, and I see the size of these bags as a reflection of how big their relationship was and how close Joel and Clem had become. Joel starts telling the doctor about the first time they met, but then they show us the different scenes. After the opening of the movie, we assume that as viewers, they simply skipped over the period of their relationship and moved straight to the breakup. But this scene changed our understanding of the timeline of the movie. Now things start getting interesting for me. The doctor assistants come in and put memory erasing device on Joel's head. And here we see Frodo, the asshole with a weird beard, explaining to Mark Ruffalo how he still Clem pants while she was having her memory erased and how he's trying to seduce her. Even though Joel is asleep, the conversation happening around him enters his subconscious and gets translated inside his memories as an outside voice. At this moment, we see Joel trying to escape with Clem from the memory eraser. And here we realize that even though Joel's conscious mind chooses to erase her, his subconscious chooses to keep her. Frodo leaves after Clem calls him, and Mary comes in. They have a party and dance while Joel's memories are being erased. At this point, I wasn't really interested in these two characters, but Mary caught my attention when she looks at Joel with pity and tells us how ignorance is blessing. The events inside Joel's memory are shown in a reverse, from the end to the beginning, and the director cleverly changes our opinion about erasing the memories. At the first, we see final moments of their relationship, so we become convinced that erasing the memories is the right choice. But as we move backward, beautiful memories start to appear, memories that are difficult to let go of. And as viewers, we start changing our minds about erasing the memories. Even though the movie plays with time and jump around while telling the story, it still remains simply and easy to understand for a casual viewer. And I think this is something the writer and director deserve a credit for, unlike Nolan, where you need to gather all your sense and focus so you don't get lost in the story. And even though Nolan gives you a strong reward after you understand his movie, this film uses similar ideas in much smoother way. While Joel and Clem are trying to escape through the memories, Clem suggests that Joel hide her in memories outside the relationship. Joel tells her that he can't, and this shows that Joel's life before Clem was empty, just as Joel himself told us earlier in the movie. Meanwhile, we see Frodo and Clem, and she's disturbed, and this makes scenes become as human parts of our identity, and who we are comes from our memories. memory. So even if we want to forget them, they are still part of us. Losing them means losing part of ourselves. One of the beautiful ideas is when they go to one of Joel's childhood memories with his mother in kitchen. It feels like a hint that as adult, children may be attracted to the kind of women they saw growing up. Here, Joel and Clem manage to escape outside the part of the memories that can be erased, which causes a problem that forces Mark Ruffalo to call the doctor to fix it. Here, Joel starts describing Clementine as a tangerine. Clem isn't simply a character who's beautiful despite her flaws. The sourness is a part of the taste of the tangerine itself. Just like Clementine, impulsiveness and chaotic nature are part of the person Joel loved in the first place. We see Mary quoting Nietzsche saying that people who forget are blessed even when it's come to their mistakes. And then we hear the quote about the eternal sunshine of the spotless mind. The idea behind these two quotes shows Mary's belief that forgetting is a blessing, but throughout the movie, the film proves to both us and Mary that we shouldn't forget our memories, even the bad ones, because they shape our personality and our experience, and if we chose to forget them, like in the movie, it's almost like losing a layer of our personality, which life will bring back to us in one way or another. Then the doctor's wife catches him in an intimate moment with Mary. Later, she tells them that she has been with him before. Here we immediately understand that she loved the doctor before and erased her memories, but she was attracted to him again because this is an experience that she was meant to go through. And here we see difference between Mary's belief that forgetting is a blessing and how her opinion changes after she goes through the same experience herself. During the memories, Clem says that she is a damaged girl looking for a peace of mind. And this is one of the things I like about the character in this movie. They are like us. They don't pretend to be deep or search for some greater meaning behind the relationship and life. The movie doesn't need to make Joel and Clem extraordinary character of a people with huge philosophies to make their relationship important. They are normal people. They have flaws. They sometimes act stupidly, they love each other, they hurt each other, and then they miss each other. We move through their memories until we reach the first memory, the meeting. And even though all this is happening inside Joel's mind, there is a break from the normal rules when Clem tells Joel to meet her in Montauk. Here we understand the timeline of the movie. The opening of the movie actually takes place after the memory erasing procedure, and Joel going to Montauk at the beginning without knowing why is because of this idea planted in his subconscious. The person who crashed into his car wasn't his neighbor, it was Clem during the relationship the first time they met. And the paper that Joel told us he doesn't remember when he tore up was actually part of the things he erased from his memory. And the strange amount of chemistry between them that I questioned at the beginning of the movie now makes perfect sense. With the arrival of the morning and the end of the memory erasing procedure, Joel wakes up just like he did at the beginning of the movie. Meanwhile, Mary goes to doctor clinic and we see her take the records of all the patients along with their audio recordings so she can send them back to them, because now she believes that the memory erasing procedure shouldn't happen and the patients should know about the experiences they erased so they don't have to go through them again. She's giving them the chance to make the decision that she was never given. We continue the movie from the point where Clem and Joel meet again. Clem finds what Mary sent her and thinks it is an advertisement, and in a very innocent way she opens the attached tape where she hears herself talking about how boring and childish Joel is. She's shocked. Well, Joel thinks it's some kind of prank and that she's making fun of him. Joel goes back home and finds the same thing about Clem. Clem comes in to apologize and Joel decides to give her some whiskey, but he finds that there is only a little left. If you remember, Mary and Mark Ruffalo used most of it. Meanwhile, Clem hears Joel saying harsh things about her and the recording saying that she might sleep with every man and seduce them. Clem gets upset and leaves, but Joel tells her to stay. She tells him that there is no point in the relationship as long as she knows his flaws and he knows hers. And here's the beautiful scene. He just simply say, okay, because during the process of erasing their memories, they realized that the love and the beautiful moments were worth accepting each other's flaws as part of the whole experience with both the good and the bad. And here I want to go a little off topic and talk about a movie that gave me a similar idea. which is arrival. At the end of the movie, it asks, if you knew your future and everything that would happen in it, both the good and the bad, would you change it or not? The main character chooses to live it, and the idea is that the painful moments are necessary to have the beautiful moments. But as a viewer, I didn't get the same feeling from the movie. First, because the movie spent most of its time focusing on the aliens and their language. Second, because it showed the relationship between the main character and her daughter in such a tragic way that convinced me that if I knew my future, I would change it instead of leaving it. And that goes against the movie's message. Now, going back to our movie, it gave me a similar message, but it actually convinced me. It changed my point of view from the beginning, when I was supporting the idea of erasing the memories, to the end when I become convinced that the beautiful things in life are worth experiencing, even if they come with bad moments. Thank you.